Yo, what's up, guys? Joker bringing you another video for the 3.25 Settlers of Kalguur League. This is going to be another budget money-making strategy for the league. With my last video, someone did bring up a good point. He said that scarabs for one map already costing 30C so much for budget. It is really hard in the economy right now to try to find a strategy that is under 30C a map, under 5 divines for you to actually get up and running. Like right now, the economy in Poverty League is extremely fucked. But I went ahead, I did some thinking, I did some remapping of the atlas, and I believe that this is going to be the cheapest that I can come up with, right? This took like a lot of searching on the auction house, the trade site, looking at current prices and everything to come up with this strategy. So essentially, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be farming for influenced maps, right? The influence maps are always worth a decent bit. Of course, they're fucking priced in shizzles because everyone's an asshole. Okay, so the influenced maps are always going to be worth at least the fragment, right? So every map that you drop is going to be the shaper ones are all under 8C or about 8C. The other ones are all 10C plus. The Conqueror ones, which I don't have any right now, so I have to go to my Conquerors here real quick. And they're about 15-20C as well. And then you're also going to be able to farm the altered maps, which are all about 20C each. How are we doing this? Well, we're doing this with the influencing scarab of conversion, right? So we're using influencing scarab of conversion, influence scarab of the elder, influencing scarab of the hordes, and the the scarab of escalation, and then a deli scarab, just because there was literally nothing else that I could think of to really put on the map device. And then, as a fifth scarab, and then the 60C that is required for running I guess it'd be 120C for running the maps. I'm sorry, for running 40 maps, right? Because we're going to be taking domination on the map device, and that's 3C. So it's giving us an average of about 20C a map. Reason why I say about is all the math that I did was prior to me adding that last 120C. So if we add that additional 120C, it's probably like 22C map in initial cost. It does clock in under 5 divines because I did it as divines were 155C and divines are only 150C. So it is under 5 divines to buy 40 of these maps. And what you're going to want to do is with your maps, you are going to want to chisel them, you are going to want to alch them, and you are going to want to vol them. Yes, this does seem like a lot of steps, but essentially, to make currency, there is almost always some amount of effort that does have to go into it, right? I mean, you can be lucky and get lucky and drop a mirror like in any map technically, but that's realistically probably not going to happen. So we're going to run these 40 maps. I'm going to dump everything into this dump tab and then show you the results with the exile. All right, so we're about halfway done, right? We have 20 of the 40 maps that I bought done. And let's go ahead and take a look at the stash tab and then the wealthy exile. So this is Technically, actually, only 18 maps because I ripped two of them. One, I wasn't paying attention and I opened a map over another map. And then the other one, didn't read the mods at all. I guess I can't do reflect melee if I'm cursed with vulnerability. I just PK myself too much. So this is technically only loot from 18 maps. Let's go ahead and grab Wealthy Exile. And of course, GGG's fucking servers are down. Are you kidding me, dude? Okay, so apparently we don't get to do a halfway checkpoint because I have no idea how long those servers are going to be down and I don't feel like waiting. So we're going to go ahead and just continue to run the maps. And then this will be the perfect time to actually go ahead and explain the strategy in depth. So, what we're doing is we're essentially maximizing pack size to give us as many maps and scarabs as possible. That's essentially it, right? We're taking the shrine nodes, we're taking the scarab nodes, we're taking the map modifier nodes, and the map nodes. We're taking more map nodes, more map nodes, more shrine nodes. The quantity will pretty much the hat, barring these 2 points. Well, I guess like the 4 points. We're taking the eater altars for the ton of free quant, as well as they do give you a lot of scarabs. And then we're taking shrines, right? And then we're taking all of the nodes that give the map boss the increased chance of giving us influence maps. So looking at what we have right now, we have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 influenced maps have dropped for us. I believe I've been doing fairly well at moving them over every time I get one. I don't think I see any more in there. And then we actually dropped 6 T17 maps. One thing about this strategy that you're going to have to pay attention to is do not take singular focus. If you take singular focus, you are going to be bricking this strategy because you cannot drop the synthesized maps or Shaper Guardian maps, right? You can still drop Elder Guardian and Conqueror maps, but you cannot drop synthesized or Shaper maps. So make sure that you do not take singular focus. And I guess we'll go ahead and run this map real quick to kind of show you what it looks like. So you run through, you grab the deli mirror, and then you just clear the map. My map is going to have a lot of ground loot because I still haven't updated my filter. I really need to. But I still just haven't been bothered to update my filter past like day 5, right? So let's go ahead. Why am I doing like no damage, dude? Okay, but as you can see right there, it seems like the maps do have a scaling effect with the map modifier effect and the ability for them to drop the Conqueror maps because there's a 23% chance that when they drop a map, it is going to turn into an influenced map. So hopefully, well, actually, that just says for Elder Guardian maps. That is interesting. I never read that map modifier like that before because the Scarab itself turns it into any of them. But the way that this one reads makes it feel like each time you open a map, you're going to have a chance of getting any of them. So, oh wow, our shrines have been like sucking ass, dude. Can we please get like a scarab shrine or an quant shrine and anything shrine? But this is pretty much it, right? This is the gist of it. You just run through the map, you kill everything, and majority of the time you're going to be getting 1 to 2 influenced maps. But of course, since I decided to showcase this map, it's going to go ahead and not give me any. Dude, where are all my map drops? Oh, okay, Reflecting Mist. Ready? These are going to be OP. Okay, can you not? Okay. minus lightning res. Sure. Dude, I have not gotten one piece of good reflected jewelry from the reflecting mist, and I've opened like 60? No, not that much. There's been like 15 though, like at least. And where is, did I kill the map boss? I did kill the map boss. Okay. And that's essentially the strategy, right? The maps are relatively fast. You do want to clear to under 50 mobs, so I would backtrack and kill the rest of these. But that's pretty much it. It's pretty much a zoomy strat. You just go straight in, kill everything, you get a map, or you don't get a map. That's pretty much how it works. Okay, so not even gonna lie, that went a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. So we have 47C left over, which means that we sustained 47C out of the 120. So we dropped 167 chaos, right? So let's go ahead and put this into the stash tab. Once again, the way I know that we over sustain that chaos is when you have chaos in your inventory, it takes it out of your inventory before it takes it out of your stash tabs. And just looking at this, it's pretty fucking insane. Let me grab the Wealthy Exile and let's take a look. So we're going to go ahead and refresh it. And we have made a total of, holy shit, 20 divines? Is that for real? Let's take a look at some of this loot. You know what we're going to do actually? Real quick, we're going to clean this up because I don't sell maps. Technically, you really could. I personally don't sell it. So I'm going to go ahead and take a bunch of this stuff out that I wouldn't sell and that I plan on keeping and see what it says the profit is. I mean, regardless, 20 divs out of fucking a 5 div investment is insane. Okay, so that's probably going to drop the value by quite a bit because it has T16 maps at 5C each. So that is definitely going to drop the price. But I just, yeah, it dropped it by 4 div. I think I took out something like 160 maps too. So if you need maps for your map runners, this is definitely a strategy. But besides that, looking through here, everything is stuff that you can sell rather easily. So there wouldn't really be any problem. Now, granted, it's theoretical profit for me because I'm going to be keeping majority of this. The only things that I am going to actually be selling are probably the T17 maps, and because I'm going to be running all of these influenced maps on my own. I mean, that is the way I feel like you should do it. On average, you're going to probably get more out of it if you run the influenced maps as opposed to selling the influenced maps. But if you want to sell the influenced maps in bulk as well, that's definitely something that you can do. But as you can see, you get a shit ton of these maps. And the average investment per map, like I was saying, was only something like 22C or something like that. So it is super cheap, especially for the return that you get from it. But that's pretty much it. That's going to be the end of this video. Just a heads up, Diablo 4 Season 5 starts tomorrow, and we still don't have any announcement from GGG about any changes that they're making to the league. So I'm probably going to be playing that for the next couple of days. I mean, there's not really much for me to do. At this point, it's literally just grinding currency, right? It's pretty much almost standard at this point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future content. And until next time, take care.